guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've made any videos. I apologize about that. Life's been getting in the way of the hobbies yet again, but wanted to do a quick video today about this American lock. This is a Series 5530. Now, some of you viewers might remember this lock. This is a lock I actually found sitting just on the inside of a field right next to a trail. I guess we're going back, geez, a month and a half ago now. Actually before that, because I used this lock actually in my Christmas video, if you guys remember watching that. At the time I only had it pinned up, I think, with a 1 or 2 pins in it, just for the sake of the video. But yeah, I was actually out on a nature hike with one of my daughters the one day, and we stumbled across this lock just sitting off the side of a trail. And the lock condition when I found it was pretty terrible. Couldn't even really get anything into the keyway. It was all corroded, and lock was in really rough shape. But I've been kind of playing with it off and on here and there, cleaning it up, trying to restore it a little bit. It's been a fun little project. So and thanks to Jeff Moss, actually, in a package he sent me a little while ago now. I didn't have any American lock keys. He ended up sending me this one in the mail, and so I was able to complete the rebuild, if you will, and get this lock back to working order. So now that it's all finished up and pinned, I've put some security pins and whatnot in it. I thought I'd make a video today just to show you lock's all finished up and ready to go. So anyway, I'll show you that the key does work quite well. Very, very smooth lock, considering I put a lot of security pins into this one. So I think what I'll do today is get it picked on camera. Okay, so I got it all locked up in a vise here. I'll just show you that it is still locked up with the key. So I'll put that aside. Just going to use a top of the keyway tension wrench here. Just one homemade one I made myself a while back. And I think we're going to start off with this deeper hook from my Southward kit. And let's go through and see if we can find a binder. Okay, so 1 gave us a bit of a click, 2 gave us a click. Just using real light tension on this, knowing that I do have some decent security pins in it. I think that was number 4 that gave us a bit of a click and a little bit of a turn. 5 springy, 6 is still springy, so we'll go back to the front here. The 1's giving us nothing. 2's nothing. Feels like 3 is stuck, but putting some decent pressure on it doesn't want to go anywhere, so. Well, that definitely felt like a serrated on number 4. I got quite a bit of grinding pushing that pin up, and then it felt like it set a bit, so I think we just got 4 set home. 5 still feels kind of springy. Now, I know the tension on the core, like the spring tension to open it, is pretty heavy too. So every couple clicks on some of these stacks, I'm giving it kind of a just kind of a push on the tension wrench to see if it's going to spin any further. Nothing yet. Okay, 1 finally gave us a bit of a click. Let's see if that opened up any of the other chambers for us. Okay, 3 gave us a click again. Okay, 4 again. I definitely felt some feedback on the core. I think that was 5. It gave me a bit of a turn, so I think we might have set him home. 1 again gave us a bit of a click. Okay, 2's giving us some resistance. Feels like it's kind of locked into place. It's not letting me do much pushing on it. Okay, 3 just slid into place. Nothing on 4. Nothing on 5. Nothing right in the back. Come on now. Oh, got a good click and a turn out of, I believe that was 3 again. Looks like I did put some evil technology back into this thing. It's actually a little harder to pick than I was expecting it to be. Okay, we're going to switch up a pick here. We're going to just throw a Peterson gem down into it. I think some of these pins are pretty close to being pushed up, but I don't think I'm getting enough strength off that other pick, so even though I'm keeping real light tension on this, the tolerances in this core are pretty good. It's not giving me much leeway. Like, there's not much slop in between in the chambers, so oh, and there we go. Got an open on it, so let's get all this stuff out of the way. I'll got it open, and we'll show you what I got in this thing. So this would be the kind of final installment of this American lock build. So there's only one other thing I'm thinking I might do with it, just because this lock's got so much of a history. I haven't decided if I want to keep it yet or send it back out as a challenge lock to somebody, but one of my ideas for this was I was actually thinking about possibly taking it apart again and painting it red, and I can actually use this as a lockout lock for the machinery at my work. So haven't quite decided yet, just because the lockouts we have there now are kind of real cheap, and you know, me being a little bit of a lock connoisseur, I laugh at some of the ones we got in here. So anyway, just to show you that I didn't do anything special with the actual body of the lock, save putting in just one security wafer is all I got into this one. So I'll set that aside, and we'll get this core taken apart, and I can show you what's going on in here. Okay, so I am going to just use the key to hold the core in place while I pop off this little C-clip here. Or attempt to pop off this little C-clip. Let's get it spun into the bottom of the core so I can get a hook on it. There we go. Or attempt to get a hook on it. There we go. We got it off. So standard C-clip, nothing too special with that. So let's get a just a small aluminum follower that I actually made myself for these smaller cores. Spun to a good spot. Okay, let's get into this, and I'll show you what I put into here. Oh, there we go. Almost had it stuck there. Okay, so we will we'll start with the core. So, oh, and it appears that I get a close-up of this before I start taking out. It appears that I have actually pushed some of the key pins right up into the core over setting, but hey, a pick is a pick, right? So, show you the pins I got in here. So, number 1 key pin is a serrated. Number 2 key pin is a serrated. Now 3, 4, and 5 are missing right now. I'm assuming they're up inside the core, so we'll get to them in a second. So we'll dump out number 6, which is the last one in this core. And it looks like I loaded that one with just a standard. Now, just to show you in the light here, see if I can get a good focus on this. Maybe I'll use a little bit of a flashlight here too. That I didn't do anything special with the core on this. Get it to focus. So I didn't do any threading or whatnot. I figured that the tolerances and the tightness of this core was challenge enough. So, okay, we'll get into the Bible or the housing of this lock, and I will show you some of the pins that I put in here. So this will be the top pin for driver 1, or sorry, chamber 1. It is a serrated. I'll give you a close-up view once I get them all out here. But okay, so number 2 is actually going to have the key pins in it as well. Or sorry, no, it's 2 still has just the upper pin. So 3 is going to give me a key pin, which is a serrated, and well, obviously the spring as well, and the upper pin, which looks like I put a spool into that one. Sorry guys, kind of butchering this gut job here a little bit, but got springs falling out already. But anyways, let's try and get the driver pin out for number 4. There it is. We got some more springs falling out inside here too. So there's the driver for number 4. Now number 5 is going to be shooting out at me. It also pushed the key pin up inside of the Bible as well, and number 6 should just give us a driver. There it is. Which it looks like I left number 6 completely stock. Nothing fancy with any of those pins, but let me get these kind of lined up and give you a closer view of what I did with this American lock here. Get the camera to focus. There we go. Okay, so you can see that most of this lock is set up for serrated, which would give us, you know, all of those lockups we were feeling when we were trying to pick it. So number 1 is stacked with serrated both for the key and the upper. Number 2, same story. Number 3 has got a serrated key pin, but it has a spool for an upper pin. Number 4, serrated, top and bottom. Number 5, you can see it's got a serrated key pin, but a nice tight spool with serrations on it for the upper pin on 5. And number 6, I just put in a couple standards just as kind of like our gatekeepers, if you will. So anyway guys, this video is going on quite long enough. This is a longer one. Obviously I'm a little out of practice. I haven't actually picked and gutted a lock in over a month, as you guys know. But anyway, there it is guys. There is the rebuild of the American lock 5530 series that I found out in a nature walk with my daughter. So anyway guys, thank you so much again for watching, and hopefully I'll get some more videos out soon. Cheers.